Well, our moms think we're funny.
Okay.
Alright, so, hey everyone. Welcome to Our Moms Think We're Funny. I'm Acomi.
And I am Turk182. In Roman numerals, that is Turk182.
He's Turk182 because I've already replaced the first 181 Turks, so you see how this is going.
I'm not the first teller. No, I think in Roman numerals that would be C.
Yeah.
L X X X I.
It sounds right, yeah.
Booyakasha. Alright, so, as you guys know, Acomi's always hit me up with these weird things like, what if a homeless guy,
I got, I've never asked you the newest one. Shit. You go first.
So I figured, okay, I would go ahead and toss one his way.
Okay.
So, okay, which would you choose? To orgasm every time you sneezed or every time you were startled?
Oh, shit.
And we're talking full on, not just the feeling, but we're talking about,
the whole skeeting thing.
Yeah. Goop, 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 goop.
Every time I sneeze, because I get startled a lot. So the last thing I need is to be, repairing a printer for a client, and then have, the clip on the toner snap off and be like, oh. Oops. There I go again.
Hey, but sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, it's okay. Oh, God, okay. I'm gonna get back to this printer and just need to rest my eyes for a little bit.
Yeah, just gonna smoke a cigarette here real quick. Oh, yeah.
Now, I would say, though, it would make torture almost impossible.
That's true.
But at the same time, though, you probably be like, someone jumps out and like, give me your money! I'm gonna fucking shoot you, man! Oh, God! I think I could go again so fast, but here I go! Oh, jeez.
See, I feel like I would have a little bit better control over the sneezing thing, because I've stopped myself from sneezing in some dire situations before. And, also, if it's I just need to hurry up and finish, it's hold on, let me just get some pepper here. And okay, that's it! Oh! There we go.
And sneezed on my face and in my pants.
Is it good for you? I need 2 tissues, please.
If you have an intervention, it's like, Acomi, we need to talk about your pepper habit. Well, I don't have a pepper habit. What are you talking about?
So yeah, I'm gonna go with sneezing.
Yeah. Again, welcome back to the Corova Game Bar. We're on gameplay 195 of Until Dawn. I don't really know. Well, why do we keep playing the same level over and over again?
Oh yeah.
I can see you doing things like running out in traffic. You just be wearing Depends all the time.
Oh man, what was it Matt Watson said on Super Mega? He was like, "Joke's on you, Aaron. I'm always wearing a condom because you never know when sex is going to strike."
Oh, that'd be one of those nice Fox shows. When sex strikes.
It sounds more like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah. Charles is on his way home from a hard day at work. Yeah, I was, God, the work had just been so brutal that day. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take the bus. I'm just going to walk. Just kind of get the fresh air. And there was a young lady in front of me, and the wind gusted and blew the papers out of her hand. And I went to help her, and then next thing you know, she was so thankful that she just pulled me into an alley. We just got on right there. I wasn't even expecting it. I tell you, it really made my day. I decided after that, whenever I have a hard day, no pun intended, I'm just gonna take a walk home from work, and because you never know when sex might happen. We'll be right back.
Okay, so I keep promising to do this hypothetical for you, and I never remember. And it's not entirely unrelated from the homeless guy hypothetical that I did, where you just said you would kill him and move on with life.
I would.
Okay, so you're asleep in your bed, right?
Okay.
And you're startled awake. You hear a noise, and you wake up, and there's a man in a hockey mask with a knife, and he jumps on top of the bed and starts trying to stab you, and you're like fighting for your life. You're flailing, and you finally manage to like wrench the knife out of his hand, and just like it clatters across the floor. And he sees that he doesn't have a weapon, he can't stab you, so he just grabs you around the throat and starts strangling you. And as soon as he starts doing that, you just have a massive orgasm. And he like kind of steps back and is like, "Oh God, dude!" And he just like leaves.
Oh, okay. Well, I would stop him. Be like, okay, look.
He jumps out the window.
Well, I would just scream. I would just scream behind him with like, "Don't go around telling all your friends that I went over reach around." I mean, you're not gonna try to kill me and then run around telling people these lies, like, yeah, and then he didn't even have a common courtesy. You're like, no. You let them know the truth.
It's the thing where it's like you stop at a bar one night to just like relax and have a drink, and there's like this table of thugs, and they're like, "Holy shit, it's him! That's the guy!"
I think I would be like, I'd be like Cheryl from Archer, be like, "You got another one in you?"
I think that's something that I would not want to learn about myself, especially in that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not something I would want to know about myself. Just like, nope. I don't want to know that.
Because it's also not just, was it the choking, or was it like the peril? Was it a combination of all these things? How do you follow up on this?
It would have been the choking, because I didn't like shoot until that point. And let me tell you right now, if you've never had that, a flaccid ejaculation is just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
No, that's just like, this shouldn't be allowed. This shouldn't be possible. I start questioning
illegal.
I should start questioning existence. I'm like, no, this is like cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the Texas lawmaker who's trying to make it illegal for anal sex to be a thing?
No.
He wanted to make it like I don't think he wanted to make it a felony offense. I think he wanted to make it a misdemeanor, but he was trying to make it to where any kind of anal penetration would be a punishable offense.
Well, what about my prostate exam?
I don't think that wasn't brought up. It was all in the context of sex.
Well, I'm like, so what if I'm like, you know what, dude, I haven't really had a nice urination in a couple days. Would you mind? I've got some rubber gloves, and can you just poke around in there and see? Yeah, I know you're not a doctor, but if you feel something, I'll go to the doctor. If you don't feel anything, I'm cool in the gang.
It's funny because the senator, whoever she is just like having none of his bullshit. And like halfway through, she starts just referring to him by his first name. She's like, "Okay, Randall." She's like, "So you wanna make this illegal?" He's like, "Yes, ma'am." She's like, "Okay. So, and you're saying that this is between consenting adults?" He's like, "I don't care if they're consenting, it ought to be illegal." She's like, "It doesn't matter if it's between a man and a woman, same sex, whatever." He's like, "It doesn't matter. It's the fact that it's anal. It just ought to be illegal." She's like, "Okay, what if it happens by accident?" He's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, just so as to avoid embarrassing you, Randall, let's say that my husband and I are having sex, and he slips, and contact is made with the rectum. What happens then? Am I supposed to go to the police and have my husband arrested?" And he's like, "Well, if that's what happens, ma'am, I'd have your husband see a doctor about his aim." It's so stupid.
You know what that says about Randall, though?
Right.
He's a short guy. He doesn't go for the long thrust because he can't. He's afraid. He's like, I can't back that up. That was like when I was telling you off recording about like why I don't watch porn with black guys,
right?
Because,
yeah,
you know
I've still got that recording saved.
Well, anyway, I don't, but I was telling you about a particular movie that I
for those tuning in for the very first time, Turk is black, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, and I was saying, the whole thing was that the whole, like, the stereotype of, like, you know, the well endowed black man and all this kind of stuff, and it's like that's not. It's an urban myth. There's some they're well endowed. There's some white guys that are well endowed. There's probably an Asian guy just like rocking the shit out of stuff, and like, dude, he's like, yep. Yeah, I got it. You all didn't think I had it. Now that I got it, you're like, holy shit, I gotta see what that's like, right?
And I'm good at math. Boom.
Here's the bad thing, though, right, baby? You know, because once you get some of this, you know, 30 minutes later, you're gonna be hungry for it again. But so I was watching it, and like I said, I'm already feeling bad because this guy is like, he's got like 3 times what I have, which is okay. But he had like it would look like a tattoo on like his junk, like not
on his junk,
right on the side. And I see it was like a 3. He had like a mole. And it was like a 3, and then it was like a 1, and I was like, is that a mole? So I pause it, right?
Right.
I pause it, and I can't. And I'm so glad that like no one just happened to pop into my house or whatever at the time, because I get real close to the TV because I'm like. And because the first thing that popped in my head was it wasn't a mole, so it was like a dot. So it was like a 3, a dot, and a 1. And I'm thinking, does he have like John 3:16 like tattooed on in his? And cause I'm like that's a weird place.
Oh, that is such a southern thing.
That's like a weird place to put a tattoo. It'd be like, you know, and God said, "Let there be light." I don't know, whatever it is, you know. Live long and prosper, whatever. So I get up closer to it, and then I can't really see when you pause something or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you, this wasn't in HD, so it's not like it was like crisp and clear. And so I start doing the. So
you don't watch your porn in 1080p, gotcha?
No. So you can't always find it in 1080p.
Sometimes relive that 90s experience.
Sometimes the good stuff is from the 90s. I'm sorry, it just so I start doing the slow forward thing, you know, right. Frame by frame, and then it just one scene I can see more as like I was like, it was like a 3, and it wasn't a mole. It was like a 3 dot 1 4 1 thing. Is that fucking pi? And I was like, he had pi to like the 10th, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm like, that's why I don't watch black guys in porn. It's just because that's what everyone thinks, you know, thinks that, yeah, you've got like, you know, fucking pi to like the 10th number or whatever on there. I'm like,
usually porn doesn't make me feel too bad about myself unless the guy has to like take a step to fully insert himself. Then it's like, yeah, okay. That's just a bit much.
You know what I hate is when the guy either puts his hands, when he's like standing up, like they're like, you know, doggy, and he puts his hands behind his head or behind his back. And I'm like,
look, okay. Mono hands.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm gonna. Yeah. So, you're the reason why incels exist. You right there. Because nobody can compete with that.
Last Christmas I gave you my. Sorry, that was
you know,
that's playing on one of these TV commercials.
You know, and I'll tell you another one I watched. Right. Okay. And this is the one that really, like, the one was bad enough. I was like, well, maybe that was just a fluke, right? After I got over my anger and then like my self-hatred, and I was like, okay, maybe that was just a fluke. Because again, you know, I don't feel right as a black guy watching like white guys have, you know, this just, you know, you gotta represent. So I was watching another one.
You don't want to watch white guys?
No.
So that time I invited you must have been really awkward. I'm sorry.
Well, I did as a friend. We have to support each other.
Well, if I'd have known I was putting you on the spot, I mean, I just wouldn't have done it. I mean,
you know, friends help friends.
You should have said something. That's all.
But so So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it another shot, right? So, I'm watching, and of course, this guy's no different than the other guy, right? You know, maybe not as big around, but yeah, I was like whatever. And you know, I'm like, okay, gets to the end up right, and he goes like, you know, he's like goes deep in, and he starts making his O face, and then she sneezes, and I'm like, oh, you fuck that. God. I'm like, I'm done. This is fucking bullshit. It's, you know, I fast forward all the way to the credits and just went through the credits, and I was expecting somewhere along the way to be like ILM. Like, no, this is bullshit. And then I walk around the rest of the way like feeling like I'm not, you know, like I'm not black, like I'm not black enough, you know.
You ain't bad, you ain't nothing.
That's right.
You ain't nothing.
And just go back home and listen to some ELO. Hello, how are you? And it was, anyway, so you were saying bang.
I was saying bang.
You are.
What was I saying?
Bang.
Bang.
I just told you that. You don't listen when I talk.
Yeah, no. Bang. Bang?
So, okay, so the guy breaks into my house, but yeah, I would not want to know that about myself. I would not.
Okay. Yeah, we're going back to that.
Because...
See, nobody I've ever asked this question to has given me an answer of any sort. They just go, God, I don't know. I don't know why. Why do you ask these things? So I just expected we were done with that. But, okay.
Well, yeah, you know I'm going to give you a straight answer. But I would... Because I see myself as a certain way, so I would be like, yeah, no, I don't like this, but then I'm gonna think back to, supposedly that's how, oh crap, what's his name? David Carradine died. You know, he was found in a closet. You know, and there you have it. There's so many people that have gone that way, and I'm just like,
I would hate to have that like on my little form when I enter into the afterlife. Like, so, what brings you here? Yeah. What brings me here? Is that what you asked me? Gee, that's a good question.
Yeah, what brings me here? Here to this place. Why?
Well, I died. Well, yes. Yes, Mr. Acomi, you died. But what brings you here? How did you die?
It was an accident.
I didn't see it coming. I was completely blindsided.
Yeah. The coming didn't see coming. Wasn't. What were we talking about again?
Did you have any final thoughts before you died? Well, I remember thinking this is probably going a little far, but the details are fuzzy.
Yeah. I would have to say though.
I'm gonna get some email from somebody like, this is how my brother died, fuck you.
Like, well, your brother was into some kinky shit.
Sounds like he died happy. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
So let's say that your thing is like, I like to just have normal sex, just normal sex, me and my partner, whether it be guy, girl, whatever, hopefully either guy or girl, however you identify as guy or girl or whatever. I'm just saying, not like, you and your partner, if you're like, yeah, this is me and my wife, say hi, honey. That's not right. So that's what I'm saying. Human guy or girl. Right?
I have sex with my human partner. And not a sheep.
And you're like, yeah, but the only weird thing is I like to stick a Roman candle up my ass and light it, And I'm like, okay, that seems kind of dangerous and a little excessive. Yeah. But if you tell me later that, yeah, that's what my brother was into, and, he ended up, catching on fire and burning to death, and it's like, I don't think it's right you make fun of it, but like, no. No. Just because your brother wanted to be like the Star Spangled Man,
Star Spangled Manor.
Yeah, it's like I'm sorry for you and Yankee Doodle, but your brother was in some really weird, freaky, kinky shit, and he is rife for being made fun of.
I feel like that would be the situation where like that person stands up in some kind of a public setting and makes this confession. And then I would just laugh at the worst possible moment. Like, yeah, my brother died because he inserted a Roman candle up his rectum. Just be like, oh, you were serious? Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's horrible. It's one thing to, for someone to break in your house and attack you, but to do that to you? No, he did to himself. No, I thought that's what you said, but I was like, no, I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Just say someone hogtied him and did that to him. That would be like me, like setting up an elaborate system in my house with like a pendulum, a grandfather clock, and a bottomless chair, and be like, all right, Casino Royale, let's do this.
Like, I can only orgasm if I build a Rube Goldberg device.
Right? And then I grab my remote control and stereo and hit play and it's like dude. So I actually don't think you can call it a Rube Goldberg device unless that music plays while it's moving.
The factory theme.
But it'll be just my luck. It'd be like Mousetrap. It'll get all the way to the end and then we're like, God damn it, the neck got stuck again.
The cue ball hits the potted plant, which skates down the rack. Tapping the broom, which has a glove on the end, pushing the button, which activates the cuckoo clock.
Yeah,
which has a flashlight strapped to it.
So that's why whenever I have sex, I actually like to do it with a fully laid out set of dominoes. Because it's all about patience. Just You really have to have, and if I mess up or whatever, and then I gotta stop and I gotta go back and set the dominoes back up and okay, stop, or if the dominoes don't fall exactly and oh no, it didn't finish, I can't finish. That's how you condition yourself. Sure. That's how Sting did it, and that's why he's the master of tantric sex. That, and when you tell a woman that she doesn't have to put on the red light anymore, and you're like, shit, she was the only way I was having sex. Yeah, might have wanted to rethink that. Oh well, good thing I'm still a teacher.
Oh God, dude.
Hey, he wrote these songs, not me. Oh.
Every time I start to wonder if I've crossed a line, you pull some shit like this.
I'm not even going to talk about what wrapped around your fingers about.
Ew.
It's not about manipulation, people. I'm just saying, please don't stand so close to me. Roxanne, wrapped around your finger. There's a theme here.
There is a theme.
Synchronicity, all about timing. See. And then do da. That's all I have to say to you. Tell me that doesn't sound like post-coitus. Like,
yeah, I mean that's what I always say post-coitus.
Like you lay in bed and then she wants to say like, oh God, don't forget we got that thing later on today. What were we talking about anyway? I insist.
I don't think we had a theme coming into this.
We were actually supposed to do an ad, but I don't really feel good about doing an ad right here.
We're not going to get paid for this one.
No.
We're not going to get paid for this one.
No. So this episode of Our Moms Think We're Funny is brought to you by Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, where you can find all the things that make you happy in the way of adult novelties. Order now and put in the key code OMT, what was it? Our mom, whatever. Yeah. That thing right there, OMTWF, and get 25% off your total order.
Live fast and clap cheeks.
That's right. Live fast, love hard, die with your mask on. All right. And we're back from an ad that wasn't really real. Please don't go out there and do that.
Please do.
They do not sponsor us in any way.
Email Adam and Eve and ask them to sponsor us.
I actually would be good with that.
Tell them that we're filthy and we talk about filthy things all the time.
We do.
We talk about dirty, filthy, sexy sex.
Yes, and why you want your Cherry 2000 sex robot to have all kinds of weird, like, vibrational functions.
I don't want to have a sex robot.
You're the one that was saying, I don't want one because it's going to malfunction and the AI is going to go berserk. I'm like, what AI? It just has like a simple, like just a little motor, like a little vibration to it.
What I'm saying is I don't even want a servo to go bad because even if you have just that one basic little pulse thing, it's going to be like a short in the wire.
A short in the wire, it's going to run off batteries or an info lithium. I just have to charge her up every night. It shouldn't get treated just like my phone. You don't use your phone or your iPad while it's plugged in, right? So the same thing. You don't use your sex robot while she's plugged in.
I don't know, man. It's just a big note for me.
Whatever, man.
No sex robots. No real dolls. None of that stuff.
Tell me I'm my sex robot.
I'll just stick with my waifu, the band in a hand, just like all good internet celebrities.
She killed me, Mal. She killed me with a sword. Acomi doesn't get that, but I know you guys do. You guys get that. Okay. So I actually did have like something I was coming into this with.
Okay.
Yes. So here's the real part of our episode.
30 minutes in.
Yeah, 30 minutes in. And I still hadn't gotten off yet. What?
God, I've had that experience.
Chefs do that.
Yeah, that whole statement, there's no such thing as bad sex, patently untrue.
Yeah.
Extremely untrue.
Yeah. So, anyway, so, all right, so, Acomi.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity to
have sex with a robot.
Well, we already know your answer is no, so that just means that I get to have 2 sex robots. I'll take his as well. Yeah. So, and I'm just going to say, make twins.
Are they going to have speech capabilities?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Yes, please, do me faster. Turk. I love the way that you do me. Turk.
Yeah, dude, I'm okay. She didn't have to say my name. You know, I just, it's like, it's only really she has to say is like, it's too big. It's too big. And it's like, you've ruined me for every other man. Windows has encountered a fatal error and must shut down. But you can keep going. Like I was gonna stop, bitch. Why is my sex robot sound like Simon when I lose? Beep, boop, beep, oh, jeez whiz. It's like, not even a robot can do it as good as you do. No, so I was gonna say, you have the opportunity to Frankenstein yourself. So you can rebuild your body. Or it's just not your body, but yourself.
I can rebuild me, make me stronger?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
We have the technology.
Okay.
Okay? So, yeah, even like parts of your personality, your psyche.
Oh, shit.
So, tell me, like people you know, like celebrities, people you know, tell me what parts would you, and they're all going to mold together, so you can't be like, like I want Terry Cruz's arms, but I want like Tom Cruise's legs, nothing like that, But, so tell me, like, what, everything, once you get them, it's all going to like fit together.
So it doesn't look piecemeal, basically. Right. So not like a bad Photoshop job.
Correct. So tell me, what parts would you take from who? And like I say, not just the body, but also psyche too. Like, say, I want this particular person's like sense of like humor, or their analytical mind or whatever, and still keep the parts of you that you want.
Right. Okay. Damn, this is tough. I'm gonna have to chew on this for just a minute here. So I'm gonna start with some mental stuff here.
Okay.
Because that might be a little bit easier for me. First of all, I want to be able to think on my feet as quickly as Groucho Marx can. To just be given something and immediately be able to come up with a good response immediately. Whether that's a joke or whether it's just a stock answer, whatever. Just to be able to think on my feet that quickly, I think would be really, really cool.
Yeah, you know what? Like I say, fuck you is always a really good comeback.
Right. I fall back on that one a lot. So, I just like...
You're so stupid, you probably can't even come with a good comeback line. Fuck you!
So, but yeah, just like, I've seen him in interviews and stuff, and they'll ask him a question, and you can just see his mind racing. It's like watching fucking Rain Man counting cards, and then he'll just, boom, hit him with a response, and it's like, it's incredible to watch. So, definitely that. whatever it is, whether it's like hand muscles, arm structure, something in the brain, something in the eye, whatever it is that makes a person a good inker, I want to be able to ink like Jeff Smith.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I want that kind of control over the brush. Now, I wouldn't mind keeping my same penciling style. Maybe, like, if I could, like, kind of take whatever it is that makes Gerhard such a good background artist for Dave Sim. I could see, like, maybe, like, adapting that. But, as far as just keeping the core of what makes my style mine, yeah, I just want to polish up some of my rough areas by Frankensteining some of those better pieces off of
You got to pick
artists.
somebody, though.
Oh,
so
only one person?
I mean, yeah, I guess you could pick multiple of those, but they're going to clash, though.
I don't know how much it would clash. I think there's a way to make it all harmonious.
Well, so if you're taking this one part, you go, I'm going to take this guy's and this guy's and this guy's, right? But let's say those all come from the same part of the brain.
Yeah, then it would just have to be Jeff Smith if I can only pick one. Physically, geez, that's a toughie. Physically, because like my first thought would be to say that like the body of Jason Momoa, because holy shit.
Yeah.
But that's also a lot to maintain too, you know.
Well, if you get the body of Jason Momoa, then you're also going to get his steroid addiction that goes along with those muscles.
I don't know. Does he have a steroid addiction?
I'm just messing around.
I mean, I don't know if he does or not. He could.
I'm just poking fun. Because he has a physique that I don't have. Because,
so you're just compensating.
Yeah, right. Because he works out.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something, Donkey?
Yeah, because he works out and he's got that kind of dedication, and I don't.
You know what? I'm going to say the body of Bruce Lee.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, because even guys like Schwarzenegger and Stallone were just astounded with Bruce Lee's physique. So, if I could have just like the body of anybody on Earth, it would be that. And probably like maybe the head and face of like Robert Downey Jr. in his younger days.
Gap 2? The Gap 2?
Maybe not the Gap. I'm thinking like, early Iron Man stuff.
Okay.
It's like Iron Man 2. I wouldn't want his hair from Iron Man 2 because that was just like a really bad Guy Fieri hairstyle. But
yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, maybe like Avengers Robert Downey Jr. head with Bruce Lee's body. I could see that. And yeah, like I'd say probably the best thing I could think of would either be like the mind of Tesla or the mind of Groucho Marx, which is like a big divorce, a big gap between the two.
Yeah.
But you've either got like a really fast thinking on your feet kind of mentality, or you just have a mind that comprehends things about the universe that we'll never fully grasp. Okay. So yeah, that's probably about the best I could come up with.
Interesting. Nothing else?
I don't think so. I'll probably think of something later and be really mad at myself, but I'd say like as an initial like character builder, that would be pretty satisfactory.
Not bad.
All right.
Okay, I can see that working for you.
So how about you?
No, I'm actually pretty happy with my body the way it is. I'm surprised you. I don't hate myself like you do.
It's true.
God made me damn near perfect, baby.
You just spent 30 minutes talking about how you don't measure up and how it makes you feel bad.
He made me perfect for me. He may not have made me perfect for you, but he made me perfect for me. I just had to come to realization for that.
Sure, yeah. He had a real goofy sense of humor the day he made me, so...
Yeah, we know even God has an off day.
Yeah, boy.
No, so for me...
Look what I'm going to do to this guy's mind. It's going to be really great. Watch this, Angels. It'll be hilarious. He froze up. He can't talk. He literally can't talk at this moment. It's hilarious.
He's praying. Yeah, and it's like, God, why? Why do I have to look like this? Why? I made you in my image.
Oh my knee, he's crying. Listen to him cry. Here's your hairstyle choices. You can literally shave yourself bald and that's it. Loser.
Yeah. bald is the thing here in heaven. Everybody does it.
Yeah, here, go draw some more comics, pussy.
No. There were some certain things I would change. So, like my physique, I think it would definitely change my physique. So, I think so. One of the reasons that I look the way I do, other than me just kind of being a little lazy and tired, and just not really having a lot of time. And people are always like, well, if something's important, you make time. Yeah, that's not really always possible. It's like sometimes there's no way for me to make time.
It's like, oh, you just stop feeling depressed. Just get over it.
I would like if I could take the self-control and the self-control and the peace, the inner peace of like a Shaolin monk, right? Or like the Dalai Lama. Okay, that would be nice. I think I'd want and this is where I'm kind of torn. I want either the fashion sense of either David Bowie or Scott Weiland. I'm not sure which one.
That could be a toughie.
Yeah, it's like because both of them dress so well.
I feel like both of their fashion sense was fed a lot by the drugs.
Yeah, but not. I mean, David Bowie, even when he stopped doing drugs, he still dressed really well. I mean, like Steven Tyler dressed like a guy that either still doing drugs or like, you look so good when you were doing drugs and dressed like this. And I was like, yeah, I did, didn't I? So good. Let's see. But like the physique wise, like the reason I don't try to work out more or whatever is because the time that I would devote to that means there's time that I'm not putting towards other things that I think I find that are more important to me.
Yeah.
So like my health is important to me, but do I want to have like big muscular arms and be like Vin Diesel? Yeah, kinda. But at the same time, that does mean that I've got to put forth all this time and effort into something, which means that everything else is going to suffer. So I wouldn't obviously be doing this podcast right now. I'd be getting like a good pump in,
Right.
Or either that or like while I'm recording, I'm like,
that's what I call when I have sex.
One of the things that with this podcast, the reason you're like, yeah, who was listening to the Breathless podcast, So things like that. So I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. When I can and what I can do, then I will. But if I can't do it, obviously as long as I'm not, dying of something that means that hey, I've got to do better or whatever, then whatever. But if I could and still kind of have that, I wouldn't want like the Bruce Lee physique is really nice. I do like that. I wouldn't want anything too muscular. Plus, like right now, all my clothes are made for the size I am now. Mm-hmm. Which means if I got bigger, I'd have to buy all new clothes. Which means that some of those T-shirts and things that I have, I'm not buying those again. I can't buy those again.
Well, if you're in good enough shape, then you can just wear a tight T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, ripping out of it. Everything would look like the Hulk.
Go for that Chris Evans, like...
Oh, yes.
I'm a size XL, but always wear a size M.
Yeah, that would be nice. Not Captain America, the first Avenger, Chris Evans, but maybe the Losers Chris Evans.
Ah, okay.
Losers Chris Evans. That'd be a nice physique.
That could work. Yeah,
that'd be a nice physique. I don't know. Like, I definitely would want to change my face. But I wouldn't want to look like anybody else. But I don't like what I would want to do. Like, I wish I had like a nose like this. Like, I don't know, because all that stuff has to be proportional. When I talk about like take someone's arms or legs or like you're not really taking theirs, but you're taking like that shape.
Right. Right.
But like if I took somebody's nose, that's how it's going to be their nose. Or if I took their eyes or whatever, I don't really. So that I don't know. But I would definitely want to do something. I don't know. I think I would like
the hair of John C. Reilly.
No. But that's a good question. Whose hair would I want? Oh, I knew what I would want. I would want the sex appeal of Prince.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I could see that working.
Let's see. What else? Like the physical things, like I know I'd want some really good abs.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, but I'm like, who's? So well, we talk about like the Chris Evans things. I guess that would work for me.
Maybe like Brad Pitt, Fight Club.
Oh shit, yeah, yeah, that's what I would want. Nice and lean, not too big, right?
Like no body fat at all on him.
Yeah. Oh, and the way this is going to come across is really, really kind of like
Gay.
homoerotic, but the V cut on his torso.
Oh yeah. No,
After he gets up from the one fight and everything, he said like, yeah, I was envious of that. I straight up was envious.
Two bros sitting on the couch 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
I'd take that. God, I fucking hate the. Oh God, I hate him so much. But I'd take Bradley Cooper's eyes and smile. God, I hate Bradley Cooper so much.
I know whose hair you would want. Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell does have nice hair.
Yeah, you've talked about his hair before.
Kurt Russell has really nice hair.
Yeah, he's got some incredible hair.
I think I want the charm of Tom Cruise.
He does have a winning smile.
Well, I got Bradley Cooper's smile, but just Tom Cruise just has this, like, when you see him, you hear people talk about him, and all they ever say is, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy. Despite whatever else you think about him, maybe he's crazy, he likes to jump up on sofas. I'm just going to say, you know what? That was Tom Cruise's polite way of saying, fuck your couch, Oprah. he was like, I'm so in love, and his mind was like, fuck your couch, Oprah, fuck your couch.
I got one to add to mine. I want the charisma of Stan Lee.
You want the charisma of Stan Lee?
Yeah. Dude, he can work a crowd.
Yeah.
He can work a crowd. Whatever his other shortcomings were, he was a great face for what it was he stood for. So, yeah, I'll go with that.
So, basically, everyone, what you just heard was that Acomi created Our Mom Think We're Funny. This is all his idea. No one else contributed to it. If you heard someone else's voice, that was just his voice that he just maybe he would record like half of the conversation and go back and record the other half. I mean, he did it all.
I mean, it's not my fault that the news programs just decided that I created Corova Entertainment. I tried to set them straight, but
yeah.
Let's see. I would use my powers for good. Just saying.
You would, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I want a really nice voice. I'd actually want something with an accent.
But Antonio Banderas.
Huh?
Antonio Banderas.
No, I was thinking more of like a Tony Montana. Like just really charming and be like, fucking cockroaches. But like, oh my god, even when he says fucking cockroaches, it's just so charming and nice. Look at those eyes and that smile. No, something, I don't know. For some reason, Jude Law keeps popping in my mind, but his accent doesn't really stand out to me.
Yeah.
God. Pierce Brosnan? No.
Ooh. That is a good one.
I think I would probably have to go, and I'm sure someone better would pop in my head later, but I think right now I'm going to have to go with Ewan McGregor.
Ooh, yeah.
Ewan McGregor's accent.
That is a very charming accent.
It is.
I think if I were picking a voice, I would go with Markiplier's, not going to lie. He's got that deep bass to it. Sounds good.
Well, see, I was thinking at first that I was like, okay, I would want something deeper, and I thought Michael Clark Duncan. But that's too deep.
Yeah,
that's too deep. And that would just look weird with like the smile and deep voice, like,
ladies.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'd go with Markiplier's voice. He's got an incredible voice, smooth as melted butter.
So. I guess that kind of sums me up pretty good.
Well, I can see that working.
Oh, Jay-Z's eyesight.
Aha.
Supposedly Jay-Z has a 40/40 vision.
Wow. Holy shit.
Which is why he named his club the 40/40 Club. And there's a concert. I'm trying to think what concert it is. Like where it might be. I can't remember what it was. It was a video in a concert. He's sitting, he's got the house lights up, and he's like, and he's pointing up into like the nosebleed section. He's like, I see you there, you in the green shirt with a number like 28 on it. I see you over there. I'm like, God damn, damn Steve Austin, like shit. The Bionic Man, not the Stone Cold guy. I will though steal from you, and I'm gonna take the fighting prowess of Bruce Lee.
Oh, there we go.
Which doesn't just mean that I'm just an actual badass, but knowing when to fight.
Ah, yeah.
And knowing that if I choose to, that's your ass, bitch.
Oh, yeah. My last thing would be if I could have Doug TenNapel's ability to grow a mustache.
Really?
Yeah, if you've never seen Doug TenNapel with a mustache, he can grow an incredible mustache.
I would have thought you would have gone with Schweitzer.
Holy shit, yeah. Schweitzer has an incredible mustache.
Too late, Luther. Too late.
Damn it. I don't know. That's a tough one because, well, the thing with Schweitzer, love the guy to death, but he has talked about how he shaves first thing in the morning, and by like lunchtime that day, he has 5 o'clock shadow again. So it's like a constant losing battle for him. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with TenNapel on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, he just has this glorious mustache whenever he decides to grow it out. So yeah, there we go.
Yep.
So this has been We're Not Happy With Our Bodies.
I would have thought you would have taken Weird Al Yankovic's hair.
Oh, that is some glorious hair, yeah.
It is.
But there's only so much you can do with that hair, too. I like the idea of having options.
Jason Momoa with Weird Al's hair.
Oh, God. Then he would just look like Lobo.
Oh, there you go.
That could work.
That would work.
I don't think I ever want to really look like Lobo, though. I love Lobo, but I wouldn't want to look like that. Hair. Because Robert Downey Jr.'s got some good hair.
Yeah, well, you're fucking obsessed with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude, okay?
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh, hey, by the way, this restraining order came in for you.
Shit. Never answers my mail. Yeah, damn, hair. Weird Al does have some good hair. Pretty much any of, like, the 80s guys with just, like, the crazy hair I'd be into.
80s guys with crazy hair.
Yeah. Like any of those like musicians.
Like a Mr. T or like a flock of seagulls or...
Oh god, not a flock of seagulls. No, I'm thinking like the long hair.
Yeah, I ran so far away was talking about him and his barber. You should have made it look normal. I ran so far away.
Honestly, Brad Pitt has some pretty good hair.
He does. He does have good hair.
I could go with the Brad Pitt hair.
I'm sorry. Good hair.
Good hair.
Yeah. You know, part of me was saying I was thinking about like Idris Elba's accent, right?
Yeah.
But because I do like the kind of cockneyness of it,
right?
But at the same time, I was like, you know, I really want something a little bit more smooth.
Jason Statham.
Do you want Jason Statham's hair?
His accent.
Oh, sorry.
I have his hair.
Oh, my name's Handsome Rob. Oh, is it?
Oh, my name's Becky. It's here on my shirt. Yeah, no, Jason Statham's got a really smooth accent.
So, yeah, there you go. So that was interesting, right?
Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is us in our inadequacies and insecurities about ourselves. Thank you. So, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think that covers it.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening to Our Moms Think We Need Therapy. So, yeah, interesting. I mean, I'm happy enough the way I am enough. That's like saying I'm happy enough not being a millionaire. Yeah.
I'm okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'm happy enough not being able to breathe underwater. Yeah, I'm happy enough being alone.
Forever alone.
I'm happy enough having to pay for cable. But no, yeah, I mean, just, again, if I'm going to Frankenstein myself, then yeah. And the thing is, once I put it all together, I might be like, oh, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, it's one of those things that sounds really good in theory, but we haven't actually seen it in practice. Oh my god, I want the sex appeal of Jeff Goldblum.
Oh my, that's good.
Oh yeah.
That is good.
Yeah, I was running down my options like crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, when I like, what does a perfect woman look like to me?
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, she'd have to have like these kind of eyes and these kind of lips, and I like long legs, but sometimes I also like like kind of shorter legs if it look like this, but then I like these kind of thighs, and you put it all together, and she looks like Bunny from the Powerpuff Girls. I'm Bunny. And it's like, I kind of made a mistake here.
Wow, I forgot all about Bunny.
How can you say Bunny's awesome?
Yeah, Bunny is awesome.
Yeah, that's poor Bunny. And by the way, that's Bunny from the original Powerpuff Girls, not that thing they came out with later. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, put it all together, I may be like, oh yeah, no. So
I like to imagine in a perfect world it will all just come together right anyway.
Yeah. Thankfully though, that we can't do that kind of thing. We can't take those little aspects or whatever.
Right.
We just have to learn to live and love who we are, and that kind of manipulation is just not possible, and that's a good thing. Let's see, how do you spell CRISPR? So anyway, that was good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
So every comment on this one is going to be like, "Gee, why don't you guys get the mind of somebody who's actually funny?"
Because real funny. I actually, if nothing else, real comedy comes from tragedy.
Comedy equals tragedy plus distance,
and it comes across, and it also comes with a fair amount of insecurity,
which we have in spades.
Sorry, I just had to see that part. So we're recording this. We're watching Rogue One, and it got to the part where K2SO, the best character, I think, in pretty much any Star Wars movie in the past 20 years.
Oh yeah.
K2SO is the shit. I mean, it doesn't hurt that it's Alan Tudyk either.
Right.
But when he's like, "I'll be there for you too, Jen," Cassian said I had to. I love him. Did you know that wasn't me? Yeah, you're right. I should have stayed on the ship. I love K2.
K2 is the shit.
He's so awesome.
I love K2.
Oh god, I hate his death. I mean, it's great, but I hate his death. Like, why?
Yeah, the whole movie's really a downer.
Yeah, it's like, kill Jin, let him live. He can like transfer his like computer mind to something else. Not that I hate Jin, but I mean, if it's a choice between K2 and Jin, bye Jin. Take care, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you listen to our podcast or watch any of our videos and you're like, "You guys suck," no, well, okay, but just don't watch anymore.
Yeah.
You should quit. Oh, okay, or you can just not watch anymore. And I will say this though, at least even as bad as my jokes are, at least they're mine. I didn't steal them from somebody else. So yeah, I mean,
okay, I'm feeling called out now, and I don't appreciate it.
I wasn't talking about you. I mean, we were talking about humor, and it's like some people just they don't come up with their own humor. It's like humor? What? I don't get that. So anyway, but yeah. I don't think we're gonna get that many bad things. If anything, we'll probably be like, "Yeah, you should, because you guys are fucking ugly." I'm like, yeah, you're not saying anything I haven't already said, buddy. So I was like, "Whoa, you burned me so bad." It was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like I ran my hand under tepid water. Oh, and the pain.
I mean, we're really just pulling a Cyrano de Bergerac here. So the best you can do is call me Big Nose. That's not creative at all.
Have you ever seen Roxanne?
Nah.
With Steve Martin? Mm-mm. It's basically a modern day Cyrano de Bergerac, but there's a whole part where a guy calls him Big Nose, and he's like, "Really, that's the best you can come up with?" And so he does this whole thing in a bar, And he's like, I can come up with like 10 better insults than that. And so he starts like naming all his insults, like, how nice of you that you love birds so much to give them something to perch on. And, and everyone in the bar is like counting him down while he's like giving them,
I love that scene in Cyrano de Bergerac. I love it.
He's like, he's like, maybe you should go with something smaller like Mount Rushmore.
I'm trying to remember some of the ones he did in the book itself, because it was things like, it is a cape, nay, a peninsula. Why, your nose precedes you by a mile. It's good stuff. I like it a lot.
Yeah, Roxanne's really good. It's him and Shelley Duvall, and Daryl Hannah, and you have Damon Wayans in a small role. Rick Rossovich, who is the love interest to Daryl Hannah's character, and it's a funny movie. It's one I've seen and it's like I should own it, but I haven't, and I haven't seen it in a long time. But I do remember liking it a lot.
Cool.
So yep. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and hey, feel free to tell us what things about yourself that you would change.
Yeah,
totally. like if you're like, I'd love bigger boobs. Just tell us that.
Yeah.
Or if you say, I wish my boobs were smaller. We'd like to be able to tell you no. No.
Have you learned nothing from Pro Jared Turk?
It's like God made you the beautiful, beautiful creature that you are. Why would you want to change that? No, seriously. But
what's your perfect breasts in the world?
It'd be shame to damn it's yours. But yeah, no, seriously. We're just talking out of our ass, really. I mean, the things I don't like about myself, they're me, and I really don't think I could change anything about myself, in that aspect, because it's who I am.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the same thing we've talked about with our pasts and with like changing our pasts and things like that. And I know I've talked about that a lot. But, like, there's nothing I can change from my past without losing something very, very important to me now, and something very dear to me now. So I'm not even going to entertain that notion,
Yeah.
So it's probably something similar with my physical appearance.
But yeah, that's just kind of how it is. It's like they say, there's no light without darkness. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have
the facts of life. Oh, the facts of life.
How soon did you caught on to that?
Immediately.
I wish I had the sneakiness of a thief. I wish I had the lying skills of a politician. Not that they're good, but just that everyone will believe me.
See, there's that charisma of Stan Lee I'm talking about.
All right.
I want to go to an art museum and be like, I painted that. And they'd be like, holy shit, that's you? I just love an artist.
Yeah, that's me. It's all me. I did that. Picasso, I fucked him. Oh! All right. All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
Perfect the way you are. We love you, people. Unless
Yes.
you're an asshole, and then change. Please, change.
Yeah. Remember, love yourself. Unless, of course, you're Turk and Acomi.
All right there, folks. That was Our Moms Think We're Funny. Let's give them a hand.